It has been such an honor this past few weeks, meeting and talking to women across our area. Here are the stories of three incredible women trailblazing in their own way. Take a listen. From billions of miles away, we may feel small, but on solid ground,
so we're preparing for our Coyote Target launch.
Women's contributions are monumental.
I'm just one example of what you can be. You can be anything.
Katie Craner is the Associate Division Chief at NASA Wallops Flight Facility on the Eastern Shore, meaning she's a critical part of getting these rockets to lift off.
3, 2, 1.
You get those butterflies in your stomach. You know, when you're going across a roller coaster and you're going on the down leg, you know, when you get that thrill, you literally feel that when there's a launch that's happening and that you have a direct role in the success of that operation.
Success isn't possible, though, without a host of responsibilities. In her leadership role, Craner oversees safety operations.
We're reviewing the procedures and ahead of time. We're reviewing the design. We're helping influence the design to be safe.
Along with rockets, Craner's also launching women in STEM to new heights, serving on the Women's Advisory Panel at local universities. She says it's about empowering those who will fill the space behind her.
Those barriers that sometimes women perceive going into these types of fields, that it's going to be long hours, I'm not going to be able to have a husband, I can't have that career and do all of the other things that I kind of want to do too. Just try. When you try, it actually might work.
And when it works, the cheers flood in. Much like the cheers that echoed across the state in Richmond from a historic election. For 2 months and counting, Winsome Sears has been serving as Virginia's lieutenant governor. In fact, she's the first black female to hold the position. A Jamaican immigrant, Marine Corps veteran, and entrepreneur, now of the top political power in Virginia.
When you have someone in office, especially at this high level, who looks like me, there's gonna be change.
And change comes from all parties in Virginia. From the Capitol to Portsmouth, Commonwealth's attorney Stephanie Morales knows a thing or two about flipping the script.
But I never thought I would be a prosecutor, let alone an elected Commonwealth attorney.
But here she sits as the first woman to hold the position in Portsmouth after winning the election in 2015.
I have so many other young ladies who are looking at me, who come from where I come from, who say, if Stephanie Morales could do this, I know I can do whatever I want to accomplish.
On top of her prosecutorial duties, she's an author and a mentor for young kids. Morales was also recently recognized by Forbes for uplifting Black and brown voices.
We do this work without expecting any recognition or reward. We are in the trenches trying to work to see better communities.
Her message to anyone who identifies as female:
as women, we are not limited. We're not limited to just being moms or just being career women. That we're free to be who we are as people as well. I want the young girls and young women who are watching to hear me say, kick the door in. You are brilliant.
Brilliant enough to reach for the moon, because even if you miss, you'll land among the stars.
There will be setbacks, but just get back up. Keep going.
Come on, who else is feeling inspired this morning? Not only do these three women dominate in their fields, but they're also mothers and wives, and they have a whole host of other things going on outside of work. But here they are doing it all.
Wow. Is there any advice in speaking with these women? Anything that really stuck out to you when you were listening?
Yeah, so each one of them said to just follow your passion, and then the rest is going to follow, which I love, because that's kind of what I tried to do. They said that they didn't necessarily have their eye set on NASA or the political seat. They just found what they loved to do, and they just chased that passion every day. We will have more on their incredible stories at WTKR.com. Erin Miller, News 3.
Erin,